Ba bum 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 bum. Ba da 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 da. Ba da ba 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 bum. Oh, fair amount of trucks are cruising by at this early hour on this quiet, should be quiet road through Yellowstone National Park, where I'm coming at you from. People spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Hello, Tommy John. To come here and vacation here and see some of the natural wonders that exist here. Hello, Chipbot. Hello, B Storm. And I'm here so excited just to go back to Illinois. And that's not a good commercial for Yellowstone, but I mean, I think there's a reason not a ton of people live here other than it's a national park. I was thinking about it. I've loved my visits to Montana. I really have. It's beautiful country. It is, the mountains are pretty, the rivers are pretty, just a beautiful, beautiful place. But there's probably a reason only 1 million people live in the whole state. And it's one of the biggest states in the country. And I think we take for granted back home what makes our homes beautiful too. And I thought about this as I was walking out today, about how people come and say how beautiful, I don't know, the birds up on the roof, or that grizzly bear is, or a buffalo is. And I don't know. For somebody that's lived here for a couple months, my ex-wife sent me a video of my little son kicking, who has Down syndrome, who's just over 3 years old, kicking a little ball around the swimming pool, the little kiddie pool they have in their neighborhood, and catching it and putting it back down and kicking it around. And I don't know. I thought it was more beautiful than anything I've seen out here. And I'm looking forward to getting back to it. So, good morning to you. I think I said 3. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is Tuesday morning. It is 5:51 a.m. Oh, yeah, it's 5:51 a.m. It's not even 5:52. That's how early we are. Good morning, Semiakel. It's a show I've been doing for quite some time. It's a show about me sharing some adventures, some things I learn along the road, sharing some of the adventures we take, the bumps and bruises. But I look at bumps and bruises, I think, a little differently than most. It's just kind of challenges and learning experiences and lessons. And I've really done a good job of programming myself to have a pretty darn good attitude every day. And it wasn't, I mean, I always was kind of had a lot of energy and was always kind of spunky and what have you. But I don't know. I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning after working till, 11:30 last night, knowing I'm going to work again at the restaurant that I worked at last night. And I kind of take it in stride. And have gotten pretty good at taking life in stride. And but realizing, and it's interesting because I talk about going with the flow and accepting life as it comes, but you don't have to take it too far. I think God gives you a hand on the rudder of the boat that is your life. And I'm out here. I rode out here in a scooter. It took me 5 days to get here. It felt like it was a terrifying journey. It was perilous. I got a job. I've got a place to live. I've got a environment that most are jealous of that I'm at right now. And I don't think it's out of wanderlust or dissatisfaction or grumpiness. But I've come here, I've done what I wanted to do, I've proven to myself what I could do. And I said, this isn't the right setting for me. And I've decided to make a change. And I probably knew it coming out. But there was excitement, and never been to Yellowstone, never been out west, really. Yeah. But anyway, for those that have been watching a while, you know this isn't just a show about me talking. Yeah, I like the way you say that. He came, he saw, he conquered. I think that's kind of a good expression. I got a couple other expressions I'm going to share with you. But before I do that, I'm going to take a swig of coffee. Because for those that have been watching a while, you know it's not just a show about me talking. It is a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I got a nice hot cup of coffee in front of me. It's got my logo on it. And I am so excited to take my first sip. My hope is wherever you are, whatever you're doing, that you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. Oh, it's nice. Tell you what, I woke early this morning. Good morning, Mary. Woke early this morning. Woke at 5:05. My alarm was set for 5:15. Laid there for a couple minutes. I got 10 minutes left. I'm already awake. What should I do? Considered what I should do, and then I rolled out of bed. Did pretty much what I did every morning where I work the breakfast shift. I got my towel, got my PJs on, headed down to the community bathroom, turned on the shower, brushed my teeth, got in, shaved, and got ready for work. Came out here, got to the cafeteria. I realized I was so early they hadn't made coffee yet. And them not making coffee yet caused me some mental struggles. I'm looking around what to do, and then I realized, hey, I work next to the dining room. Dining room's probably got coffee. They got guys in there early. And went in and got this nice flavored coffee. So here's to the back of house in the dining room. Cheers to you guys. I see my man James out there. He's got a red shirt on. He looks handsome. We all wear all black all day in the restaurant. And just seeing a guy wearing it, it's just a T-shirt. I'm sure he's going to put on his black uniform in a little bit. Seeing a guy not dressed in the uniform, feels good. Feels good. I got a lot of thoughts today. I wish I had more time because I got a lot of thoughts today. First thought, I posted a video on Facebook yesterday, and it was something about how waiting tables has been a good experience, but it wasn't meant to be forever. And with that in mind, I moved forward or something like that. And I had a woman that I'm friends with on Facebook from England reach out and say, so what's your new plan, Ken? And I thought about it for a while. And I responded, work hard, kick ass, keep going. And I think that could be a good motto for a lot of us in life, not just me. Because if you know you're going to work hard and you know you're going to kick ass, the only question is whether you're going to keep going or not. And I think I've proven to myself, or I know from what I've been through over the last, lifetime, that I'm going to keep going as well. And if you work hard, you kick ass, and you keep going, you're going to end up in a pretty good spot. And you're going to feel good about things, and you're going to feel good about life, and you're going to be in good shape. You're going to stop drinking. You're going to eat healthy. Because unhealthy eating, drinking, smoking cigarettes, and gambling, and cheating on your wife, and all the other things one could do have nothing to do with working hard or kicking ass or doing good things. And it doesn't have to be about work. It can be about life. Just coming in with a good attitude or saying good morning to people or smiling or not being a sack of poop at work, you know. The sacks of poop got to know they're sacks of poop. And they gotta carry that with them all day, and they bring that sack of poop to them and all their relationships and all their interactions. Because how you do everything? No, how you do anything is how you do everything. And you might as well try and do everything really well, or anything really well. And again, I talk about picking up trash. If you see trash on the street, it's not your job to pick it up. Or you see trash on the floor at work, or I don't know, cracker wrapper or a napkin that's on the floor. You could ignore it. It's not your job. But I think it kind of is your job. When you're part of a team at a restaurant or part of a team that is life, and if you're not bending over and picking up a plastic bottle and throwing it in the garbage next to you, you're certainly not doing all you could. Another thought, I got home from work last night, and a guy I know back at the dorm said, "Hey, you make a lot of money today?" And I know as a waiter, and I talk about this a bit, it's easy to value your night or your day or your breakfast even in terms of how much money you made every day. But I think that's a mistake. And I responded to him, another day, another dollar. And the truth of the matter, last night I wasn't particularly busy, not a big deal. I certainly didn't make a ton of money compared to the night before. But as I've said a lot, I've realized if you come in with a good attitude, you work hard at this job or a lot of different jobs, when you get paid in 2 weeks, your paycheck's going to be pretty big. And you're going to have good days and bad days and good tables and bad tables. And no matter what job you're in, you're going to have good moments and bad moments. But if you come in with a good attitude and you work hard and you're a positive influence, because we all, it's not just the CEO of the company that influences others. You know, you could be a janitor. I remember the name of him, Mr. Kellum. When I was in kindergarten through third grade, was my janitor at my elementary school. And he had a good attitude, and he was great with kids, and he'd help us cut our oranges. And he's been a positive influence in my life, my whole life. And, you know, he was old back then. I was in third grade, so he's probably long gone. But I still remember him, and he still impacted me. And I'll tell you, you can impact those around you in the positive or the negative. I'm going to be leaving this restaurant in 3 days. I gave my notice, and Thursday's going to be my last day. And I'm sure some people don't love me in there. That's just the way it is. But I think I've been a positive influence on that place of work. And I know my presence is going to be missed. And I'm going to bring my positive attitude and my hard work to wherever I go, wherever my next step takes me. And occasionally I'll wake with doubt and fear, because now I got another 1,500-mile scooter ride back across the country with trucks passing at high speeds and windy weather, and not knowing what hotels lays ahead or where I'm going to stay or what I'm going to eat or where the next gas station is or is it going to rain or what have you. but I've done it before. I know I can do it again. And this trip has brought me a lot of confidence that I probably didn't have 3 or 4 months ago. In my work ethic, my positive attitude, my ability to handle challenges. Yeah. But anyway, it's Tuesday morning. Change in direction, Mary McDillow says, is wise. Yeah, occasionally, because, yeah, I know I want to be with my kids. I know I want to be with my kids. I could put a bunch of other reasons out there. Yeah, I don't like living in a dorm or sharing a communal bathroom, and, you know, I miss Starbucks. But at the core of it, I just miss my kids. And I could deal with the other stuff. But once I realized I was only here for the cheap housing or the low-cost housing, because for anybody new tuning in, I'm working at Yellowstone National Park, where they provide housing and food for $500 a month, which is a good deal. And it brought me out here. But I think coming out here and riding the miles and shivering on my scooter and working 70-plus hours in the first 7 days I was here, and carrying heavy trays and walking, doing 12-hour double shifts, and continuing to smile and say good morning and being a good waiter and a good employee and a good human being has given me a lot of confidence. And I think that's probably the missing piece to me 6 months ago. And it's easy to lose your confidence when you go through a divorce, or you go through relationship struggles, or you go through struggles of any kind. I'm twice divorced. There's a lot of pain. There's a lot of suffering. There's a lot of financial struggles, a lot of doubt, a lot of sadness and loneliness that comes with divorce. It can kind of rattle you. And I certainly was rattled, not once but twice. And my confidence was shaken. But I came out here by myself on 2 wheels, had 6 different roommates, had 50% of the staff turnover, ate food off trays, used communal bathrooms, and let me tell you, I don't like public bathrooms a heck of a lot, but I did it. Made my bed every morning. Have not missed a Coffee with Ken show in several months. That takes determination and consistency. And those are important. You combine them with a good work ethic and a positive attitude. And I really think there's nothing I can't do. And I might not have believed that in myself 6 months ago. But I believe it now. Will Bill Chill says, it seems I have a good relationship with my ex-spouses. Well, I think, it's not perfect. It's hard. There's rough times, especially at the beginning. But I think hopefully you can all keep your eyes on the ball that is your children, and that you love your kids, and that you can work together as best you can to do what's best for your kids. I came out here because, although not everyone understands it, I thought it was best for my kids, and they needed the financial support that I knew I could get here living in a dorm for $500 a month. And I didn't know if I could do that back home. But now I do. And now I know they need their data, and their data needs them. Yeah, Mortgage Juice says, I'm building something with the show. Well, I hope so. But I'm not. And again, when I came out here, I was a little worried. And I got to sign off quickly because I got to go in 8 minutes. I was wondering if I'd be like a one-trick pony, the Yellowstone guy, and I'd say, hey, look at the pretty mountains. Tune into my show because there's pretty mountains over there. There's a sunrise. But it's actually kind of funny. I think my viewership grows quicker when I don't talk about Yellowstone that much. And kind of share things about life. Nick is asking if there's milk and sugar in my coffee. No, Nick, I'm drinking it black. I'll tell you, sometimes I've done all this heavy talking. Now we're going to talk coffee real quickly. I drink coffee with cream when I'm out or go to a Starbucks or go to a restaurant. I've been spending my free time at the Wonderland Cafe and Lodge more often than not, just outside of the park. And I always get my coffee with cream there. You can see them flying overhead, these big old ravens. For anybody wondering, ravens are crows on steroids. They grow them big out here. I don't know what they're eating, but they look like just huge crows. But anyway, I drink my coffee black when I'm at home. And I cannot tell you, I don't even know where home's going to be. I don't even know where work's going to be. I don't. I know I've saved up a little bit of money. I know I got a reliable vehicle that's going to get me back home. I know I got a positive work ethic and a good attitude and a strong skill set. And with that, I have housing taken care of for the short term. But I'm going to have to pound the pavement, kick open some doors. And I think if I walk into, whether it's a restaurant or a small business or a big business, and dress the part, because I will, and carry myself like I carry myself, and be honest and be straightforward and tell them my skills and tell them my weaknesses, I think the job's going to take care of itself. And that feels real good. And with that, the financial responsibilities will take care of themselves. And all the fears that you wake with going, crap, I don't know where I'm going to sleep next week, or I don't know what clock I'm going to punch next week, or who my boss is going to be next week, or what I'm going to be doing exactly next week. And you put a little faith in yourself and in life and in God, everything will take care of itself. If you know you're going to work hard, you know you're going to have a positive attitude, you know you're going to kick ass, and you know you're going to keep going. Do I think this show could be a boost to more traditional job, like being a realtor again, but with a following, and the show portrays as a good trustworthy? I have no desire to be a realtor again. I have no desire to be a realtor again, Mortgage Zeus. And that's not much of a traditional job. I think a lot of realtors struggle. I post some videos about the real estate business and how it's broken a little bit. And I think a lot of people misinterpret me saying realtors are overpaid. I do believe the costs to sell your home are about 10%. If you're going to sell your house and it's a $500,000 house, you're going to pay about $50,000 in closing costs. And I think that's silly high. I'm not saying realtors overpaid, and I get people angry at me, and I'm having people go, wow, I know they're not overpaid because 95% of them are broke. But that's my point. The system is broken when it comes to real estate. If 95% of the people in your business are broke, there's a problem. And there's a problem with real estate, and I don't want to be in it again. I've got higher callings. You know, there's a bunch of people you can buy or sell a home with. And I found that when I was a realtor at the beginning, I'd give them my best. Hey, I'm great. I'm a wonderful listing agent. I care more. I'm going to do more. I'm going to market harder, this and that and this and that. And for whatever reason, not everybody chose me. But pretty much everybody ended up selling their home just the same. And but my show could boost a more traditional career. It could. But anyway, I so appreciate you for hopping on this Tuesday morning. It's 6:12. My shift starts in 3 minutes. I've got 2 months straight of not missing a shift and not being late. I'm proud of that, and I want to keep it going for the next 2 or 3 days. I'm going to bring a great attitude into work today. I'm excited about my shift. I'm excited about this Tuesday. I hope you're excited about your day. Hope you had a great night's sleep. I hope your coffee is hot. You're feeling good. Uh, you're loving yourself. You're forgiving yourself. And hope to talk to you soon. Bye bye.